welcome back to Prehistoric Companions. My name's Dylan, and today we're gonna feed some snakes. It's about nighttime here in the reptile room, and all the lights are shutting off, and these snakes are starting to come out and wander and hunt. Surprisingly enough, Kona, my blood python, is out. This guy usually just spends all of his time hiding in his rock or underneath his water bowl, but he's out and about checking things out, probably because he smells food. And Queenie, my boa constrictor's got that tongue flicking. She knows what's up. Got Andromeda, the children's python. This thing loves to eat. To the ball python rack, we have rats. So I got lots of different size prey items. Small rats for the baby ball pythons, an extra large rat for Cleo, the biggest specimen in my collection, some medium rats for the other adult males that I have, and one of my growing bamboo ball pythons, Hula. She's back on food after several months of not wanting to eat. And we're gonna see if they're all hungry. I know my babies are always hungry. They've never stuck their nose up at anything that I've given them, so occasionally I'll give them a chicken to kind of shake things up. In the wild, ball pythons are often feeding on various different types of rodents and occasionally birds, so it's good to shake up their diet and give them something different from time to time, but they are finicky eaters, so it's not something that I don't always give them chicken, like back to back, like maybe once every couple of months I'll give them one, but I definitely want to keep them on rats because, for one, it's convenient. I get all of my feeders from rodentpro.com. Never had a bad experience. I always have my order within a couple of days, and they're frozen and high quality, nutritious food feeders. I get gerbils, chicks, quail, rats, mice, pinkies. Kinda, you want it, you name it, they got it. It is a little pricey getting all these guys fed, but you know, once I upgrade my living situation, actually have some outdoor space in the shed, then I can actually start breeding my own rats. So now I don't feed live rats for several reasons. One of the biggest ones being that, you know, if there's no need for unnecessary suffering, then why deal with that? The feeders that I get from Rodent Pro are humanely euthanized, ethically sourced, high-quality, nutritious feeders for all your exotic animals. There's nothing natural about keeping a snake and a lizard in a tank, so yes, they do get stimulation from eating live prey items because they do have that hunting, that predatory drive. But all of my animals feed just fine on frozen thawed, and you know, there's, I don't think, any real reason to transition them to live. For one, it'd be harder for me to get that because there's no rat breeders in my area that I know of. And I just don't like the suffering. I've had to do it a couple of times. Vegeta, my banana ball python, has gone off of feed several times, and sometimes I've had to resort to throwing a live in there just to kickstart their feeding response again. And I watch the whole process. You can't just leave the rat alone and expect the snake to eat it. I've heard horror stories of people throwing a live rat in the tub and then leaving it and then coming into the next morning to find that the prey has become the predator. So I feed frozen thawed because no animal suffers on both ends. I could very easily acquire a variety of frozen prey items. I just think it's a much better way to go. So without further ado, let's go ahead and feed some snakes. Really ought to get a step stool because I can't quite see all the way up here at my rack system here, but I'm using these medical forceps here. They lock in place. I have about an 18-inch to 20-inch range, so I'm well out of the strike zone. I don't fall out enough rats for all of my animals precisely because sometimes these ball pythons don't eat, and I hate throwing away rats. But instead of throwing them away, I've been making wet specimens. If you're interested in wet specimen videos, check out some of my other videos. I'll put a tag up in the corner. Get one of these smalls here. Okay, now these things might come popping out of here, so we gotta be a little careful. Ooh, there we go. Gorgeous 1.5-year-old citrus pastel, 100% het pied royal python. Got a nice curl on that. I'll go ahead and put her away and let her enjoy her meal. Got this one right at the edge of the glass. She smells the rat. She's ready for food. This is Aries. Ooh, careful there. Whoa, nice. Beautiful, normal, 100% het pied ball python. I named her Aries because on her dorsal she has the zodiac symbol Aries on her back, and ironically enough, she was born in April, so. Okay, next we're gonna check out Vegeta. Oh, holy smokes! He was ready for food. I almost got lit up. Here we go, bud. There we go, very nice. That was absolutely insane. That was a close call. So this guy actually had surgery several months ago, and he's actually doing really good. I do need to take him back to the vet to get his sutures removed. I haven't quite been able to get that done, but he is slamming down rats. He don't play. I'm keeping his environment just as basic and simple as I possibly can. I usually have it lined with paper towels, but just keeping it clean so I can monitor him and not have overly dirty or excessively dirty, not have any cocoa block in there to potentially hold any bacteria or anything. You're upside down, dude. Amazing how these guys eat. So they swallow their prey absolutely whole. Inside their mouth they have an organ called the glottis tube that they hang out of their mouth. It's tied to their trachea and ultimately their lungs, and essentially they hang that tube out of their throat so they could breathe the whole time they are swallowing whole prey, which sometimes could take between 10 minutes to 40 minutes. Ball pythons eat pretty quick, but my boa constrictor and blood python, who we'll see here soon, take forever to eat. Sure, this girl will come flying out of the tub. Number 3. Here you go, number 3. This is Hula, my female bamboo ball python. She's been a fussy eater, but we'll see if she wants food today. I love these bamboos, they're so pretty. She has like bluish eyes. Here you go. Only showing some interest, lots of tongue flickering. Oh, there we go, very nice. Good job, girl. Just need to get this girl up to size. This is a bamboo ball python. It's part of the blue eye leucistic complex. If I get a male that's part of that complex, whether it's a Mojave, a lesser, a phantom, there's lots of different ways that you can make a all-white snake with blue eyes. They're called bells or blue eye leucistic ball python. So this girl's only about 3-ish years old, so she's, I don't think, anywhere near 1,500 grams yet, so it'll be about a year or two before I actually start to breed her. Dude, you are so impatient. Don't worry, food's coming, bud. So like I said, I never always thaw a bunch of rats to feed everything, just in case my ball pythons don't eat. And when they don't eat, it's nice to diversify your collection a little bit, like my boa constrictor and linguini in here always will accept food. Kona, he's much larger, so he can eat larger rats. He'll always accept food. Interesting thing about Hula here, this is why it's so important to understand your individual animal's needs. She didn't eat for some time, even though her temperatures and the humidity was perfect. Didn't have anything wrong in the environment. Everything's clean all the time, smells fresh. She wouldn't eat, and you notice that I have a hide back in there. Oftentimes snakes, they just want to feel very secure, like they need something like touching their bodies. In the wild, oftentimes the ball pythons live in small holes in the ground and they're covered on all sides of their bodies, and that's how they feel safe and secure. So ever since I put that log back in there and she feels like she can hide in there, it's touching all parts of her body, she feels more secure. Now she's back on food. Okay, here we go, another baby ball python. Looks like she's ready. Bam! There we go. Another beautiful, normal, 100% hemp hide. Okay, here in this tub is the biggest reptile I have in my collection. Ooh, she's right by the tub, so I'm going to use the snake hook here to get her out more. She smells the rats and she's ready. Okay, this is Cleo, the mom of the babies that I produced last year, and we'll see if she wants this large rat here. Oh, snap! Whoa! You know, it is always such a thrill when all of the animals are eating. It can be a little nerve-wracking as a reptile keeper or someone who's new into the hobby and your snakes don't eat. Like I said, it's always very important to spend time with your animals to try different things to see what their needs are, what their preferences are. Fortunately, no rats are going to waste today. I actually might need to unfrost some more. This boy's been very patient with me. Let's see if he'll take this. Oh, look at those eyes. You know, it's not all the time that Kona will strike. Oftentimes, I'll just leave the rat in there, and he'll just very gently just slither on over and start gobbling it down. Alright, and then Gloomy here is going to get a gerbil. Bam! Very nice strike. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's feeding video. It's been a little while since I've posted just a good old-fashioned fun snake feeding video. Also, hit the subscribe if you have not subscribed. We just hit 600 subscribers, so to all of my continued subscribers and my new subscribers, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. To keep the channel growing, I want to get to 1,000, hopefully get the channel monetized. That'll definitely help my wallet out. Enjoy reptile content, please hit that like button to let the YouTube algorithm know that people enjoy my content. We can get this channel monetized, then hopefully that'll at least feed all of my animals. And then I can continue putting other expenses in areas where I can expand and grow and build, and especially build a community. I have this big dream to build a community here in southern New Mexico. The reptile community is not, I think, as prolific as it is in other areas, so I want to be that person to educate, put it out there. Reptiles are amazing. I'm getting ready to head back to school. I'm also a 5th grade science teacher, and I can't wait to get my own little reptile education program going back there too. Real anxious to meet this new group of youngsters. I do this thing in my class called Reptile Time, where students, I have a little classroom economy. Students earn money for performing classroom jobs or participating in class, you know, doing good things. Having good behavior. If they get enough Mr. Schultz's brain bucks or science bucks, then hey, 50 brain bucks, you can buy Reptile Time. Come have lunch with Mr. Schultz and we'll learn about how to handle animals, how to interact with them, their biology, their behavior, and do some interacting. Maybe even a little bit of feeding. So again, thank you guys for watching today. I appreciate your support. Be safe out there, and I will see you in the next one.